What's up, gang? It's your boy Fridayrandommedia, and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to be getting down to the bottom of the question: could Guts be the Doomslayer? Or what if Guts was the Doomslayer? And we're referring to Guts from the Berserk manga and anime, and the Doomslayer or Doom guy from the Doom video games. Today I'm specifically thinking about Doom Eternal. So the big question here: could Guts be the Doomslayer? So it begins. Guts finds himself sucked into the twisted universe of Doom. Taking the mantle as this universe's Doomslayer, Guts will have 3 waves of ops coming straight out the game, Doom Eternal. First, we'll review Guts' character, his powers, abilities, his gear, all that stuff, and then we'll move on to the demons from Doom Eternal and see what they offer. Last, we'll break it down to find out how Guts would fare against these demons and how well he would do in the place of the Doomslayer. If you guys like content like this or want to see if someone else could be the Doomslayer, comment down below, leave a like, let's dive in. First, we'll start with Guts. Found birth from a hanged corpse on the battlefield, Guts was literally bred from war, pain, and sadness. Raised by mercenaries who regularly abused him, Guts quickly grew into a killer. Eventually, Guts escaped the mercenaries, going out into the world on his own with nothing but his sword. Down the line, Guts finds himself in another mercenary group, the Band of Hawk. However, this time, at the top with their leader, Griffith. We all know Griffith. Because of Griffith's psychotic break, Guts and his band of mercenaries were sucked into the Berserk's universe of hell. This event was called the Eclipse, and it was terrifying. All of Guts' new family and friends were sacrificed to demons known as the Apostles, and the malevolent evil gods known as the God Hand. Although escaping alive, Guts lost an eye, an arm, and all of his family, so pretty bad time. Since the Eclipse, Guts has gone on to make a new gang of friends along with rocking some new gear. So let's dive into Guts' gear, his abilities, and more. Guts possesses a weak form of super strength, able to punch through steel armor and stone structures. And when I say weak, I just mean in terms of characters we know who have super strength, like Spider-Man, Superman, stuff like that. Guts' attack potency and efficiency is put on display when he was able to single-handedly defeat 100 soldiers in close-range combat. Guts' durability is unparalleled in Berserk, withstanding broken bones, severed limbs, extreme blood loss, taking several arrows to the body to keep fighting. Guts' combat speed and agility allows Guts to flip, roll, dodge, and block multiple attacks from multiple opponents from multiple angles. As far as Guts' battle IQ goes, he can be strategic by using stealth and shadows, baiting and trapping his enemies, but Guts is also known for being ruthless, reckless, brutish, slashing and smashing his way through all his ops, and his only true power is his willpower and his rage, which allows him to go full berserk, fight like an animal. Guts' Dragon Slayer sword is a heap of iron weighing anywhere between 300 to 1,000 pounds, depending on what math you do and who you ask, But it doesn't really matter because swinging this sword, whether it's 300 pounds, still takes a lot of strength when it comes to the strength curve of actually swinging the sword. So if it was more than 300, goddamn. He also wields his hand cannon / crossbow bolt thing, which can attack from a distance. In this battle, we're not going to allow Guts to use the Berserk armor just because he would die using it, plain and simple. It nulls all pain. However, the effects are still present. So if Guts gets stabbed with the armor on and it pierces his body, he's not going to feel it, but he's going to be bleeding out. So he's going to die if he wears the Berserk armor. It just doesn't make sense. So I think that covers about everything for Guts that we need to know. So we'll dive into the demons of Doom Eternal, starting with some of the Doomslayer's weaker ops. And we're not going to be doing like sludgy pawn enemies or crazy boss fights quite yet. And I'll give you a reason behind every enemy as we go along. So number 1, the Arachnotron, very well known for its arachnid insect type of appearance. Created by the UAC cultists, Union Aerospace Corporation cultists, using salvaged tech from the deceased Spider Mastermind. And this is the same Spider Mastermind slain by the Doomslayer in previous games. Arachnotrons can cling to walls, cling to ceilings. It can also launch grenades and shoot plasma weapons from long range. And it can also claw at short range. So both long and short range, it is dangerous. However, its large brain is a significant weak point. And I think this is a pretty basic enemy to start off with. Number 2, the Hell Knight. The Hell Knight is a strong demon, brutish, serving as the enforcers for the archdemons of hell. The Hell Knight is pretty straightforward. Literally, it will just rush forward, pummeling and smashing all of its targets. I think the Hell Knight contrasts pretty well with Guts' fighting style. Number 3, the Pain Elemental. The Pain Elemental is a classic Doom demon, recognized by its large one eye right in the middle of its floating ball-shaped dome. It's got 2 horns, 2 arms. Pain Elementals are from the deep regions of hell, only able to inflict pain onto others. Pain Elementals are a challenge as they release lost souls from their mouth, which act as a small enemy in itself, spawning more and more of these lost souls to attack from long range. However, if the Pain Elemental gets close, it will resort to slashing with its claws. I feel like this is just a classic Doom enemy that we need to throw in here. Not too hard, not too easy. Number 4, the Whiplash. And the Whiplash is a son of a bitch, man. They first were discovered in hell and studied by the UAC. And the UAC experimented and created these cybernetic augmentations and basically just made the creature even more powerful, more lethal, more dangerous. The Whiplash is a humanoid serpent-like demon, very quick, very agile, and moves fast and low to the ground and then strikes with its bladed tail or its 2 razor claws. The Whiplash strikes with speed and bad intentions, often finding sneaky routes, flanking its targets. Although tough to hit, its exposed brain is a prime weak point, and this exposed brain thing seems to be a common pattern. Number 5, we've got the Doom Hunter. The Doom Hunter has a long-winded background, so I'll try to make it sweet and simple for y'all. Doom Hunters were once another creature, however they were genetically modified to specifically hunt the Doom Slayer. Since then, UAC cultists continue improving the Doom Hunter's design with cybernetic augmentations. Long-range attacks include 2 plasma guns, missile launchers, and a cannon blast. And if that isn't enough, it also has 2 chainsaws as appendages. It hovers on a jetpack protected by an energy shield, however its sled that it rides on remains a vulnerable point. If the shield can be brought down, the Doom Hunter will be vulnerable to attacks, however the Doom Slayer is still an absolute damage sponge. I think the Doom Hunter is placed appropriately here because he's not the very strongest, however, if Guts can take out the previous 4 enemies, then I think the Doom Hunter is a proper test. We are going to move on to the final, the 6th, the most powerful demon here, the Marauder. The Marauder is an entirely new animal. Once a high-ranking demon, through resurrection, hell magic, and alien technology, it's been sent to kill the Doom Slayer. The Marauder is a large humanoid demon with a skull for a head. At long range, the Marauder throws its battle axe Argent Wave, which is like a red energy attack, and it follows its target. At medium range, the Marauder attacks with his battle axe, however, its eyes will glow green and give up its attack. At short range, the Marauder will whip out its shotgun and blast its target, which is fucking hilarious because you're going to save your ranged weapon for short range, and you're going to use your battle axe at long range. The Marauder's agile movement and flanking ability makes it more than a tough target. It also can raise an energy shield to block attacks. And on top of all of that, the Marauder can also cast a Spirit Wolf that tracks down the target, attacking and distracting the target. So, let's move on to the final segment of the video now that we've covered all the demons. How would Guts fare against these demons? Could Guts be the Doom Slayer? The way we'll do this is in 3 phases. Phase number 1, Guts will face off against the Arachnotron, the Hell Knight, and the Pain Elemental all 1v1. Phase 2, Guts will be matched against the Whiplash 1v1, and then the Doom Hunter. And then the final phase, phase 3, of course, Guts will come face to face with the Marauder in a final duel. So what we're going to do is drop Guts and his opponent in a 1-block radius of a big city. This is going to allow movement in the environment while also keeping it quite concealed, so the battle won't get too scattered or whatever, So, beginning with phase 1, Guts versus the Arachnotron. I don't think Guts has much of a problem here. I think Guts is going to take cover, evade the long-range shots, find a way to flank and attack the Arachnotron's glaring weak point, which is the exposed brain. So, pretty easy W for Guts. Continuing with phase 1, battle number 2 is Guts versus the Hell Knight. And this is a much more entertaining fight, as I could see Guts trying to out-muscle the Hell Knight. Without a doubt, the Black Swordsman will take a few hard shots, maybe get sent through a few walls, but once he's found his rhythm, Guts will take out the Hell Knight with a single slash of the Dragon Slayer. That much I am positive on. On to the final battle of Phase 1, Guts versus the Pain Elemental, and off the bat, the Pain Elemental is going to cause problems by casting its Lost Souls from a distance. Not only will there be multiple Lost Souls attacking and distracting Guts, but they will also cause him damage when he kills one with splash damage. So, although Guts takes some damage, takes some shots, I think he would change strategies and focus on the Pain Elemental itself, dodging and ducking the incoming Lost Souls. With a single swing, Guts should be able to split the demonic ball in half. Phase 1 complete. W for Guts. Now, onto the bigger set of challenges here in phase number 2, starting with Guts versus the Whiplash Demon. Right away, Guts is going to notice the Whiplash is his most dangerous and elusive foe yet. The agility and the unpredictable movement of the Whiplash would give Guts a very hard time. He wouldn't be able to hit it accurately, he wouldn't be able to get a proper strike, but this is going to give Guts a reason to change strategies and find higher ground so he couldn't be flanked himself. And it's going to give him a view of the battlefield. The Whiplash is going to keep attempting to strike at Guts, but his battle IQ placed him in an advantageous position. And because of this, I think Guts eventually gets the Whiplash's timing down and delivers a deadly counter-strike, splitting the Whiplash in half, taking the W here. Closing phase number 2 with Guts versus the Doom Hunter. And this is where I really see Guts having big problems. Even if Guts takes cover, the missile-type projectiles will be tearing up anything in its way. The cannon blasts are going to be ripping through walls. Now let's say Guts manages to find an opportunity to flank the Doom Hunter, who can blast through walls and hover with its jetpack. When Guts lands his attack, it's going to be reflected by the Doom Hunter's energy shield, and I believe in close range, Guts could fend off the Doom Hunter's chainsaw appendages. He's very crafty in the pocket, but if he creates distance, he's cooked. He's going to get blasted. So, even with Guts blasting his sneaky hand cannon and crossbow bolts, it doesn't penetrate the Hunter's shield. Now, if given enough time, I think Guts could figure out how to take the Hunter's sled, and this would deactivate the shield, but it's hard to say that Guts would have enough time and buy himself enough time to figure this out in the first place. There's just too much going on with the Doom Hunter. So, sadly, I do think this is where Guts would meet his end. His armor can only protect him from so much, his old technology can only do so much, and even with the Dragon Slayer sword, I think Guts would find himself outgunned. Now for shits and giggles, let's say Guts finds himself in the best case scenario and beats the Doom Hunter. How would Guts have fared against the Marauder? Honestly, Guts may have a better shot at beating the Marauder than the Doom Hunter because styles make fights, and I think the Marauder's style is more suited towards Guts' style. So, while the Marauder does have the Spirit Wolf companion that he can cast out, I think Guts would easily dispose of this. When the Marauder swings its axe and throws a blast of Argent energy, I think Guts is going to be able to dodge, evade, take cover. If he's too close, the Marauder will fire its shotgun, but I think that the Dragon Slayer has enough size to block the shotgun shells. Call me crazy, but he's blocked long-range attacks before. But mid-range, when the Marauder lunges with its axe and its eyes glow, signaling the attack, I think this is where Guts is going to find success in the matchup. He's going to see the signal, it's going to give it away, and Guts is going to be able to react appropriately, dodge, roll, strike, counter-strike, do what he needs to do to get the job done. So if Guts can make it past the Doom Hunter and get to the Marauder, I think he has a chance to clear the list and become the Doom Slayer. However, like I said, I really don't think Guts makes it past the advanced tech of the Doom Hunter. I think the long-range weaponry and the missiles and the cannon blasts are going to be too much. I think the energy shield is going to be too much. So, we have our answer, no. Guts is not going to make it as the Doom Slayer. Make no mistake about it, Guts will put up a valiant effort, and I think if you gave him the Doom Slayer's Praetor suit and the Crucible, I think Guts would have a fun time in hell. I think Guts would clear the list and probably commit the same amount of feats that the Doom Slayer has. So there you have it. Guts would not make it as the Doom Slayer. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more characters on if they could become the Doom Slayer or more what if episodes, comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace out.